Hi, I'm Maya, author of Fit and Fabulous and the creator of the 3X Fit 90-Day Transformation from MayaMFitness.com. And in this video, you'll learn 40 things every woman over 40 should know about her health. Stick around to the end of this video and you'll learn some amazing things you've never even thought of. So let's get started. Your 40s are a great time in your life. You're feeling more confident in your own skin than ever before. You're at a peak in your career, and you're finally taking charge when it comes to your own health, or at least you should be. That's because as long as you age, you become more at risk of certain health conditions such as heart disease. In fact, according to the latest data from the American Health Association, revised in 2020, cardiovascular disease is the leading cause of death in women, with 1 in 3 women falling victim to heart conditions every year. During this period of their life, your body starts to go through other changes as well, from a slowing of your metabolism to sleep problems to menopause. To help you avoid any unnecessary health problems, here are the top tips and insights every woman over 40 should know about their health. Women over 40 are urged to check their blood pressure regularly to avoid heart attacks. You're at a greater risk for sleep apnea. Sleep apnea is incredibly common, especially in those who are middle-aged, according to the Division of Sleep Medicine at Harvard Medical School. As you go through your 40s, your risk only grows, and in turn, that could increase the risk of everything from heart disease to teeth issues. When you have an increased occurrence of sleep apnea, the jaw begins to move forward in order to acquire more air, which is exhibited by teeth grinding. If you wake up with a tired jaw or sensitive teeth, you might want to wear dental guards to bed and address the problem with your dentist. Also, as we know, your metabolism is going to slow down. That means you probably can't get away with some of the habits you had in your 20s or 30s. To help rev it back up, the Cleveland Clinic recommends adding resistance training to your workout routine, loading up on protein, adding spicy foods to your diet, doing aerobic activity, and avoiding saturated fats. It's more important than ever to stay at a healthy weight. Maintaining a healthy weight, a BMI under 25, eating a plant-rich diet, and exercising reduces your risk of cancer, cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, and even depression, says Nancy Elliott, MD and breast surgeon at Montclair Breast Center in New Jersey. And the side effects of a healthy lifestyle include a better immune system and a better disposition. With those kinds of benefits, it's a win-win for everyone, regardless of their risk status. Your mouth has felt drier than usual, so what gives? As we age, you produce less saliva, and due to certain illnesses, we're taking more systematic medications. Many medications list side effects, which include dry mouth. In turn, may lead to a spike in cavities because there isn't enough salivary flow to bathe the teeth and remove cavity-causing bacteria. And for health issues, that may arise as you age, regardless of your gender. You should pay attention to bone health. According to Unity Point Health, your peak bone mass, when your bones are at their maximum density and strength, starts to decline in your 40s. Since that can put you at risk for osteoporosis, make sure you're getting adequate amounts of calcium, vitamin D, and regular exercise. Your vision might start to deteriorate. If you've noticed the change in your vision, that's normal, according to the American Optometric Association. It typically becomes harder to see things clearer at close distance, beginning in the early to mid-40s, and that might mean it's time to visit the eye doctor to get some glasses or contacts. You might also need more light to see than you used to. You might have problems with glares while driving and experiencing change in seeing colors. Flossing becomes especially critical. If you don't want to rock a pair of dentures in the future, don't skimp out on your oral hygiene now. That means continuing to floss daily. Your teeth might get darker. Once you enter your 40s, it might be harder for you to keep your pearly whites well white. Sure, their darkened hue could be to drinking too much coffee, but it's also just something that gets worse with age. Women over 40 should know They may notice their teeth getting darker due to staying and life habits. As we age, the cumulative force on our teeth causes the core to go lower into the teeth, giving an appearance of grayer teeth. In conjunction with eating or drinking foods and beverages that stain teeth, including wine, certain pigmented foods and soda, and smoking, the teeth may also appear yellower as those stains accumulate in the pores of the teeth. You're more vulnerable to gum disease, often come about from poor oral hygiene and can lead to tooth loss. Unfortunately, as you age, your risk for it increases, all because of your changing hormones. Women over 40 need to know that hormones fluctuate revolving around perimenopause may make you more vulnerable to gum disease. As the hormones progesterone and estrogen teeter-totter in our 40s, they affect the blood supply to the gum tissue and increase the inflammatory reactions to the bacteria-ridden plaque on the teeth. Increased inflammation and a key combination of gingivitis and periodontitis. Women over 40 should know they are at a greater risk of grinding or clenching, which can both damage the enamel and cause loss of oral volume and attachment around the teeth. The periofunctional habits may be due to increased stress, anxiety, and depression, which all increase around hormonal fluctuations due to perimenopause or menopause. Yes, those hormonal changes even cause issues with your teeth. You need to take the time to lower your stress. Throughout your 20s and 30s, stress was given, whether it was due to your career, your relationship, or raising a family. You probably got used to feeling a bit frazzled. Now, make sure you're taking the time to combat that preempt tension. Otherwise, you'll really feel it down the road. Many people in their 40s reach the peak of their career, and with managerial roles come long hours at the office and a significant increase in stress. Stress typically leads to bruxium, a condition which one unconsciously clenches and grinds their teeth. This will lead to wear of the enamel, sensitivity, jaw pain, and headaches. Small health habits matter more than you think. When you're super busy, some of your healthy habits like exercising, meditating, or cooking a healthy home-cooked meal can be put on the back burner, but that's something you want to avoid at all costs. Not only do those healthy habits help you live a longer, happier life, but they also serve as a great learning lesson for your kids, if you have them. 40 is the new 30s, and more people are having kids into their 40s. With young children come more stress and less time for healthy habits. Remember that children learn best by example. So show them how important it is for you to brush your teeth and floss, and that will instill good habits in them for life. Putting your health on the back burner is a recipe for disaster. Throughout your 20s and 30s, you've tended to put everyone else first. Your significant other, your children, your boss, your friends. The list goes on and on. Now that you're in your 40s, it's time to focus on your own well-being in order to live a longer, happier life. Most of us have gotten really good at putting others' needs, wants, and desires before our own, often leaving us feeling exhausted, overwhelmed, and even worse, resentful. Set your boundaries without apologies and respect them so that others respect them too. Creating boundaries actually frees up your energy mentally and physically, so you have time and the bandwidth to connect to the things and people you love. Your smile might start to recede. Nope, it isn't a magic trick. As you age, your smile really does start to disappear. Women over 40 should know they might notice a disappearing smile. The upper teeth may appear to disappear or look shorter than they did when you were in your 20s. This is due to the aging of musculature of the lip, which no longer has the same mobility and volume due to the wearing away of the enamel caused by grinding and clenching. Hitting your daily step goals isn't as hard as you thought. A daily goal of 10,000 steps has been the go-to recommendation, but even a moderate goal can make a difference. Women who took 4,400 steps a day had a 41% lower mortality rate than those who took 2,700. So put on your sneakers and get to walking. You can reach that 4,400 goal simply by moving around your office. You might experience acne all over again. Think you got your skin problems out of the way in high school? A reality check might be on its way. Adult acne is among common concerns for women in their 40s and is caused by hormonal changes. It can be treated with prescription medication or a proper combination of daily skin care and professional skin cleansing treatments. Because the skin in your 40s can become dehydrated, focus on products that contain probiotics and willow bark. Unlike some of the popular products that contain salicylic acid and benzoyl peroxide. You could experience hair loss or hair in weird places. Note, it's not just men who experience hair loss as they age. It's women too, all thanks to changes in your hormones. A drop in estrogen could be responsible for hair loss. And on the other ends of the spectrum, women over 40 could also experience hair popping up in places they never had it before. Increased levels of testosterone contribute to unwanted hair growth on the face and body. Your changing hormones in your 40s take a toll on everything. Aside from messing with your hair, they can also affect your mouth. 40 is the age where some women start experiencing hormonal changes. These changes can include dry mouth, burning mouth syndrome, caries, periodontal disease, and taste changes. Those are all symptoms that should be evaluated by your doctor and dentist. Your breasts become more dense. At this point, you probably never even thought about how dense your breasts are. That's something you'll want to be familiar with. In fact, it could even save your life. 40% of women who have dense breasts, something that's determined not by how breasts look or feel, but evaluating tissue via mammography. If you're finding value in this video, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss future content like this. Okay, putting off your mammogram appointments is a major no-no. Beginning at the age of 40, you need to get regular mammograms to detect any breast abnormalities. Nope, they're not fun, but sticking to a schedule can keep you healthy. We want to avoid toxic treatments with a lifetime of side effects, such as chemotherapy. The best way to do this is to catch cancer at the earliest stage possible, stage 0, stage 1, or stage 2. 50% of cancer found are actually at stage 0, which is a non-invasive cancer where abnormal cells have not spread outside of the ducts or labial into the surrounding breast tissue. In order to make sure you're getting the best possible mammogram, it's a good idea to make sure the office you're going to has the best equipment for the job. A facility that's still using 2D mammography is, quite frankly, not usually the best technology available. 3D mammography paired with a breast specialist increases your chances of detecting breast cancer at its earliest and most treatable stage. Your fertility is significantly declining. Your peak reproductive years are in your 20s. So if you want to get pregnant in your 40s, make sure you do so as early in the decade as possible. Fertility declines as women mature, with gradual declining beginning in the mid-30s. Fertility after the age of 43 declines significantly. Your risk of miscarriage increases. The quality of the eggs also declines with age because of a higher risk of chromosomal errors. This can result in an increased risk of miscarriage in addition to the accumulation of genetic errors in the egg pool over time, other environmental exposures, and certain medical and surgical treatment can compromise egg quality. You should be visiting your OB-GYN more often. In your 40s, you might want to schedule an appointment a little more often to check certain symptoms that tend to crop up. In your 40s, some conditions women find more prevalent include endometriosis, fibroids, irregular bleeding, heavy periods, and perimenopause symptoms. You might experience a decrease in libido. If your sex drive has been pretty much non-existent lately, it's not you, it's your age. Decreased libido can hit some women in their 40s hard and affect their relationships and self-esteem. Testosterone levels start to decline, and if women don't keep up with mental and physical fitness, they may start to see the effects creep into their sexual health as well. Dryness could become a problem. Low libido isn't the only problem a change in your hormones can cause in your 40s. It can also lead to vaginal dryness, which becomes even more common after menopause. You don't have to suffer through the pain though. Talk to your doctor to find a solution that can help you feel back to your normal self again. You could experience discomfort from bloating. You're not safe from bloating at any age, but your fluctuating hormones in your 40s could cause it to happen a lot more often. Water retention and bloating cause a lot of discomfort, and not many people are aware of the power of lymphatic drainage. Endomology, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, a treatment that deeply massages the body tissue, does wonders. Brushing off symptoms is more dangerous than ever. When we're younger, we might have skipped the doctor, even if we've experienced something odd. But now that we're in our 40s, we should probably schedule an appointment anytime something out of the ordinary pops up. While not every symptom requires immediate attention, if something is lingering, growing, itching, or bleeding, make an appointment to have it formally evaluated by a doctor. Pay attention to what your skin is trying to tell you. You know how a bruise tells you that you've knocked into something a little too hard? Well, it's not the only message that your skin is sending you as you age. As your larger organ, your skin is a true window to the reflection of your overall state of health and well-being, bar none. When you see things on your skin, they're clues to something is happening deeper in your body, and they can give you a lot of information about what that might be. And if you can, tune into what your skin is trying to tell you. You can take action and nourish it to look better, feel better, and become more confident in the skin you're in. Giving yourself regular skin exams is a must. Skin cancer is the most common cancer worldwide, with more new cases each year than all other cancers combined. Because of that, it's incredibly important not to only get skin exams done by your doctor, but also do them yourself regularly. Check yourself for any new spots that stand out from all of the others, or existing spots that have grown, changed, or consistently itched or bleeding. By simply checking your skin, you have the ability to save your own life. Your periods might be closer together. Those light, easy periods of your youth might come to a halt once you reach your 40s. Instead, you could be left dealing with a barrage of issues you didn't previously have on both sides of the spectrum. When a woman turns 40, estrogen and progesterone surges become shorter, and in some cases higher. That means your periods can become closer together or heavier. For some women, as they get closer to menopause, the surges can become fewer and far between, leading to lighter periods and skipped periods. Always do your best for your body. As you age, it's easier to get caught up in what other people say is best for someone in your age range. In reality, the only person that knows what's best for you is you, and your doctor, of course. Tune into your body and be mindful of how it responds to your diet, lifestyle, and environmental exposures. That's what matters the most for optimizing your health. You should never be afraid of demanding more from your healthcare providers. One of the best things you can do in your 40s is to be more demanding of your healthcare providers and never feel bad about it. Women should be empowered with the most accurate and thorough information available, which includes a precise reading on her medical images. We need to be the advocates of our own health. Your health is in your hands. Sometimes it can feel like you have no control over your health issues that might pop up, but that's the furthest from the truth. You have control over your health. While some risk factors and diseases are unavoidable, there are things you can change to reduce your risks. You might want to up your omega-3 intake. Getting enough omega-3 fatty acids like chia seeds, nuts, spirulina isn't just critical for keeping your skin glowing. It also helps fight off health issues that often come about with your age. Omega-3s play an important role in supporting a healthy immune response. Many chronic diseases are rooted in inflammation, and reducing this inflammation process may help prevent numerous conditions and symptoms in the body, including cardiovascular disease. Omega-3s may be the main factor in preventing other inflammatory conditions such as period pain, joint pain, depression, and menopausal symptoms as women journey into their later decades of life. It's important to make your health a priority. Your doctor can provide you with all the recommendations, guidelines, and evidence-based treatment recommendations in the world. But in reality, it's up to you. At the end of the day, you have to be willing to invest the time, energy, and resources into getting the results you desire. So set yourself up for success and get intentional about your goals. Then start taking one action every day to help achieve them. In the past, you might have thought getting a second opinion was a waste of time. But at this stage of life, don't be afraid to step up and make sure you're getting the best possible outcome you can. For information on how to bring your waistline down and be the best version of yourself, click the Fit and Fabulous link in the description box below. Drop me a comment below and let me know the challenges you might be facing in your 40s that I haven't mentioned here, and let's talk about it. Until next time.